weekly crafting and talking show, Craftversations, where this month, by popular demand, my guest is the very beautiful, the very fashionable, the very creative Dayeanne Hutton. Yay!
I also can't wave like a normal human.
Everybody always looks awkward during that time. Everyone's just like, yeah, you're saying things. You probably recognize Daye from Emma Approved, and you may recognize her voice from a very popular video game that I only recently learned about called Life is Strange.
Yes, you got it.
Yes. And a lot of other cool things. Yay, thank you for being here.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and thank you for telling me about what we're going to use today for our craft. It is a kit from this company called Darby Smart, which Daye was so kind to let me know about. They have all these different DIY kits, and you can choose, and they will send you, along with a nice note, maybe if you're nice, a kit that has everything that you need to create the DIY in it. Today, we will be making some really cool faux druzy jewelry. Now, druzy is, I didn't know what it was for a while. It's that cool, like, open-faced rock look that's, like, kind of jagged and, like, sparkly.
Yeah,
you know
almost looks like a geode.
Yes.
If you were into those when you were a kid.
I was.
Let's crack a rock open and see if it sparkles inside.
Yes, exactly. So, like, that is really hip right now, and we're going to make, like, fake one. Like, clearly there are no geodes here, unfortunately. But we are going to do our best to create the look. So you should get the kit if you want to do it. Thank you, Darby Smart. Let's get right to it. I'm a little nervous about this. So here's our glitter.
Glitter.
We have all those different colors to choose from. Vanna Whiting it. And then here are some paintbrushes, Mod Podge, and then all these like jewelry. Creating jewelry things. So this is going to be an adventure. I don't know. Have you done a lot of jewelry creation in your time, Daye?
Not to this extent. Yeah. I've strung some beads together in my day.
Either. This is definitely new for me, so it'll be a fun experiment. Okay, so I think the first thing we want to do is create the druzy piece. And so I put down some wax paper for us since we're using glitter again. If you watched last month with Taylor Brogan, there was a lot of glitter, and there's still glitter all over my apartment.
Yes, glitter stays.
We love glitter, though.
It don't leave.
It does not leave. So we're going to just, like, put the Mod Podge on the thing and then sprinkle the glitter on it and repeat as much as we want.
Oh, it zips. How fancy.
Oh, that's so cool. Look at this.
Nice bag.
Right? Thank you, Darby Smart. So, Daye.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself. How did you come to be the person that we know and love? Tell me again where you are from originally.
I'm from Orange County.
Okay,
not
that's
so
what
far.
I thought.
SoCal kid.
You ended up in Emma Approved.
I did, somehow.
How did that happen?
Well,
if you don't mind me asking.
It's incredibly invasive for you to ask. No, I'm just kidding. So I went to college in Chicago. I moved back.
Where did you go to college?
Columbia College, Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I moved back the summer after I stayed the summer after I graduated, then moved back home. Mm-hmm. Got a manager somewhat quickly, and he got me an audition for Emma Approved, and I had my best friend, actually, he's huge into YouTube, and a few months prior, maybe even a year before, had been like, Daye, you love Pride and Prejudice, watch this web series, and
really?
It was Lizzie Bennet Diaries.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I watched the first few episodes, and like, full disclosure, honesty, I'm like such a book snob that it stopped. I started it, and I was like, but it's good, but like it's not the book.
That's okay.
And I totally pulled one of those.
You're not the only person to feel that way. Surprise, surprise.
But
yeah,
the thing is when I got the audition, I was like, wow, all right. Go read Emma, and pulled out my giant anthology of all Jane Austen.
Read it?
Oh, I'd never read it before.
Oh,
so
actually, I don't think I have read Emma either. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd only read Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility,
right,
so
same.
I pulled that out. I started reading it, and I literally binge watched Lizzie Bennet in maybe like 3 or 4 days, and I was like, why didn't I like this? This is really good.
Really?
So yeah,
That's funny.
I got over my snobbish tendencies.
That is okay. We all
we all have
them.
We do. It's true.
That's so funny. Anytime people tell me they binge watched LBD, I just like want to give them a hug. It's like how and why, and I'm so sorry. Don't open the Mod Podge with your teeth like I am doing at home. You can't get it. So you auditioned.
I did. it's really funny, actually. I was so nervous, just,
Really?
the way you are with auditions and everything. And I did it once, and the thing is, I read the description, and it was like, 23, recent college graduate, like, bubbly personality, does good research, but is awkward. And I was like, it's me, I'm awkward. I'm a 23-year-old college graduate, I got this.
You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's perfect. But then I did the first read with it, and they were like, okay, so it's more or less like you're not intimidated by her, you just are awkward. Does that make sense? And I go, I got it. And then inside I'm like, just be yourself, Dayeanne. And so then I did it again, and found out I got a callback, and then did the callback, which was such an interesting experience because they had me do one of the scenes was with, they're both with Joe, but one of them was the intro scene where, like, I come in and she interviews me basically with the coffee, and then the second one was a picture-in-picture, so I was talking to the camera, but she was sitting next to me, and, it was new for me. I'd never done anything like that, so it was so bizarre being like, weird. The information's coming this way, and I'm reacting this way.
Yeah, I feel you. It definitely takes some getting used to, I think, for all of us that had to sort of do that kind of thing.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and
not normally what you do.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite thing is that Bernie told me later that, because he wasn't at the first audition. He was at the callbacks and just had the notes from the first audition. And apparently the notes they gave me after, they only showed him a second read. And the notes after my first read was like, we don't think she gets it.
Oh, no.
I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And I was like, well, there's nerves for you.
Yeah, right?
And I remember being really nervous with the callback because I could kind of hear the other girls going. So
they didn't have you all in the same room like they did with us, did they?
No, it was actually, it was in the space, the DECA space.
Oh, okay.
Where they did the auditions.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I could hear them taking a more, like, peppy approach to it, and, like, with the enthusiasm and everything. And I was like, okay, that's not my choice. It's that thing where you're like, okay,
that's really interesting.
Being different in a good way or a bad way?
That's totally how I felt with my Lydia. Well, they had us all in the same room for our callbacks, and they would just, like, switch us out and have us go up and read with each other, because there were, like, 3 Lizzies, and there were only 2 Lydias, and, like, I don't know.
Interesting. So they
4 Janes.
Were casting at the same time for those.
Yeah, they had us all read together, and normally in callback situations, you're not in the same room with the people that you are. I mean, it was kind of like a callback and a chemistry read at the same time. So yeah, we were all in there together, and the other girl that was called back for Lydia was like doing just the polar opposite of what I was doing, and I was so baffled. I was so confused. I was like, that is not at all what I got from this character, but it's just funny how different people interpret things differently.
Oh, totally.
But it just goes to show you shouldn't, like, let that sort of psych you out,
Totally.
You should stick with your gut because, either they want what you bring to the table or they don't. But you shouldn't try and,
You do you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it worked out, I mean, obviously. It was nice to know that pretty much everyone who saw my tape, like, thought I was right for the character, because that helped when the, comments came in of, like, me being a bad choice. I was like, no, I'm what...
I didn't know that.
I'm what, like, everyone here wanted, so, like, obviously I did something right.
Was that difficult for you? Were you, like, reading the comments at first?
Yeah, because I...
stop reading them? That was definitely hard for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad for the experience, because it helped, toughen the skin. I never had any sort of experience like that before in which to do that, and I couldn't, like, stop. I was just a glutton for punishment. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't stop reading these.
So dumb. I can't either.
But
I will go back and read them still. The only episode I will not read them on is episode 87, which is the very intense one. Because I saw at one point somebody be like, these actors are terrible.
Right, and you're like...
And I was like, that one is obviously, like, my most intense episode, and I just, like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
Also... Hey, dude at home, telling me that I'm a terrible actor. sorry you're at home and I'm not. I mean, I am at home, but I am a working person, and you're the one watching me on YouTube, so there. But I feel you. It's weird. It's not an easy thing.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Do you feel like that affected your experience in the show in any way?
I don't know. I mean, a little bit. I'm just such a self-conscious person to begin with, and it was like my first real kind of job out here that wasn't student film and everything, and I was so happy to be doing it, and so it was just kind of like, oh, you don't like, okay. I at this point, I kind of look back and laugh, because it's like when people would say that it was an unrealistic character choice or whatever, and I just kind of laugh, and I'm like, it's really me, a lot of it, so meet me, because I am real. And this is pretty much, like, I have friends who are like, oh my god, are you acting? This is just you, sometimes. So I'm like, okay, well, clearly you don't have someone as expressive as me in your life.
Right, totally. I getcha. I think the thing for me that, I don't know, because I know with Emma, like, the setup wasn't exactly the same. For me, I was able to, like, feel those, like, comments, especially that were, like, negative towards Lydia, and, like, internalize them as Lydia would have, because it was clear that, like, you know, that was in world, and she would see that stuff. And it was easy. I could just sort of channel that, like, sadness and, like, hurt into her own feelings. It's not fun. It can be difficult, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing with the internet, and people say things, and it's like, we are people. We has the feelings.
I don't know why that's so easy for people to forget or just not think about.
I will say it made me realize, you know, I was like, I will never say a bad thing about another actor ever again, even if it's, like, about some famous person who will never hear or know. I'm like, everyone has feelings, and everyone's doing work, and
it has made me so much more sympathetic towards celebrities. It's weird. Not saying that I am one, but just, like, knowing, like, imagining what I have, iceberg, what I've experienced and what they experience is, like, 1,000 times more. It's like, that feels awful. I, like, don't want that. I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
So do you feel like overall your Emma-approved experience was a positive one? Did you enjoy playing Harriet, and were you happy with where you were able to go with it?
Definitely. I mean, I think it was a great experience, especially I feel very, like, honored that it was kind of my first, like, bigger LA job. Because I haven't done any, like, big TV or film or anything, and I got to get into this web world, which is growing, and get, you know, some people kind of, like, on my side as an actor, which has been really nice, and learn the world, and, you know, so many, like, everyone who worked on that show, so many great people. Like, I made so many amazing friends, and just super grateful for the whole experience, and love the growth that Harriet finally got towards the end with everything. That was so much fun to do. Do you feel like it has, like, led to other things for you, other opportunities, or, like, helped you in your career outside of just the show itself? Yeah. I mean, not to, you know, any extreme degree, but, I mean, I'm more aware of social media presence, which is becoming so important as actors to know how to know how to navigate, and I've, you know, been able, you know, got to go to LeakyCon and then GeekyCon because of it, and have these amazing experiences, and met, like, you and Max and everyone through it, and so just met good people, and, you know, it's always nice to build your creative posse, as they said at my college. Creative posse. I like that. Posse. That's really good. I'm a fan of that. You're involved in social medium, right? Which is kind of a new thing. Yeah. I don't actually know a lot about it, so please enlighten us. That's totally fine. They only have they did an origin story, so first season isn't even out yet, so it's okay to not know. Okay, good. I'm here to help. Yeah. I'm not the only one, I guess. Yes. So I know Tara, who helped, I think she wrote some, and she produced, and she stars in it, and is all around lovely human being. Knew some other people who had been involved in other web series things, and so got together with them when this kind of story came about, and actually I became friends with her on Twitter, and then she saw because of an interaction of a friend of mine who's on Classic Alice, and I'm kind of just, a jerk to him because I tease him, and it's a relationship. And Tara saw this interaction and messaged me on Twitter being like, hey, would you be interested in being in social media? I have this kind of not bad girl, but mean girl role that I think you'd be great for, and I never get to play those.
Yeah, that's so fun. I didn't realize that was your jam on that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's so I play
it's fine.
Oh no.
I just dropped the earring.
Everything's fine. I get to play, because social medium, it's a hipster girl who has a psychic connection and can talk to ghosts, but communicates through ones that are in technology.
Okay.
So I know in the origin stories there was like the Grubhub demon that you would order food and it would bring you food from 1-star restaurants and stuff like that.
That's hilarious.
So I get to play.
Now I'm scared of the Grubhub demon.
Right? Wouldn't that be the worst?
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
So I get to play a modern day siren, actually.
Ooh.
There are 3 of us, and we're this hipster punk girl band.
Yeah?
And we have a hit single out on Spotify, and it's making men get in near-death accidents.
Oh my gosh.
And so they try and stop us.
That's so
they
cool.
come by to stop us, and actually, there's people from everything, like Paulo Rhodes gets to make an appearance, which is super fun to work with her.
I know of her. I feel like we've probably said hello to each other, but I don't actually know her very well.
Yeah, she's good people.
Cool.
Good people.
That's
really
fun.
So yeah, she's in that, and then, gosh, people from all over. JBI from Emma's in it, and Kate Hackett from Classic Alice is in it. So there's just people everywhere.
People everywhere. So many people.
All of them.
That's awesome. Do you know when that's coming out or anything?
I know. It should be end of September.
Oh, so pretty soon.
Yeah. So, and I actually I was so excited. Not just me and the other 2 girls, we actually got to record the song. She got someone to write a song for us.
That's
and
so cool.
We went into a recording studio recently and recorded a song.
That's awesome.
So
that was one of my favorite parts of I Ship It.
Right? It's so fun. And I'm scared because I'm like, oh God, please don't.
I was terrified.
Please don't be awful. But, I already broke that seal of singing on the internet.
Yeah, you
with
have.
Emma. So
sure have.
It's out there, so I can't go back.
You and I both have done a little ukulele and singing, although you can actually play the ukulele, and I can't. I learned that song that I had to play in Kissing in the Rain, and I promptly forgot it.
That's, you know what? Whatever.
Don't ask me to do that, please.
I don't know any of my songs from Emma, so.
Okay, good. I have a terrible memory with stuff. I learned how to play the songs for I Ship It, but I don't think if I picked up a guitar right now I could remember what they are.
I understand. I'm really bad at memorizing music as well. I just wiped all the glitter off of my earring in an attempt to fix it. I made it worse.
It's hard to do the tiny earrings.
I'm going to start over with this guy.
I thought it was funny that you say you got to play kind of a mean girl and you don't normally do that. I hope it's okay that I'm sharing this. Yulene Kwong recently told me that if she had known me before casting me in Kissing in the Rain, she would not have cast me in that part because I'm too nice. And Lily is a bit of a stinker.
Yeah.
A little bit of a mean person
Totally.
sometimes. And I was like, well, I'm glad you didn't know me then.
Right.
I can play mean, okay?
Oh, and to make you feel better about the music thing, for every single Harriet music club, I had a music stand with the sheet of music in front of me. Not once did I memorize
That's so good. That actually does make me feel better.
Every single time.
If you I was always terrified that the comments on Honeydukes would be like, she's not really playing, because if you look closely, you could tell that I'm not. I mean, I am playing the song, but I mess up, and I am not. It's really hard to play and act and sing at the same time. It's a lot of things going on.
I was grateful that Harriet was just awkward and uncomfortable because I was just awkward and uncomfortable.
Be that way.
And it all worked out. It was great. Yeah, I was actually surprised. I got more, there's actually no mean comments, I don't think, on my music. I was expecting that.
Nice.
I was expecting that. I was like, okay, thanks, guys.
That was very nice. Can we see your little pendant? I think if I do more, I will ruin it. I think it looks great. You did well, like, getting it on the sides. I think I need to...
Is yours not on the side?
I mean, it is. I don't know. I'm being very perfectionist-y.
Well, it happens.
It happens. So this Life is Strange deal.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Sexy.
That's just my coffee in my throat. How did that happen? I'm totally jealous that you're like a cool video game lady.
Oh, I'm
so awesome.
I don't know. It's like the same thing with them. I'm like, I don't know how this happened. I'm so grateful for it. I have a voiceover agent, and he just emails me auditions, and I'll record them on my phone, super casual, and email them back. And I got this one, and I read for, I think, 2 or 3 different characters. I think I sent in an audition for... I know I sent in an audition for Victoria and Kate. I might have sent one in for Max. And, you know, I just was what they were looking for, I guess, because
awesome.
My main character's pretty much my voice. So there wasn't much to it. And then I went in, and they asked me to do 2 other characters, and so kind of worked with them. Because, I mean, I took a voiceover class in college, but we didn't go over, wasn't really animation-based. It was more commercially-based.
Yeah, sure.
But, you know, our voice director was great. He was awesome and really helped get, you know, what they were looking for out of it. And it was cool because the creators are in France. And so one of the writers is on Skype with him while the sessions are going.
Okay.
So there have been times when he would kind of write new stuff in that moment. And it's just a really great experience to work in that way. And I got to meet a bunch of them because during E3, they came in from France, and the voice director, I don't even know if I'm saying the right words, he organized a night for us to go get drinks together. So I got to meet other actors, and I got to meet the creators in France, and they're all really awesome because you don't normally see anyone unless you're acting with them.
Right.
So it was cool getting to meet everyone.
It's ongoing, correct? Because, like, I know you were going in, like, right when we got back from Geeky.
Yes, it is broken into 5 sections. So I just recorded the 5th one, and then it will be done.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's been great. It's had such a good response, and I'm overwhelmed by how many people have been, like, you know, contacted me about how the character I voiced has affected them and
so
made
cool.
them, you know, helped them through things because it's such a serious kind of game. It's not, I mean, I guess it's serious, but it deals with real problems and it's choice based, so they're like kind of living the life and
That's so
like,
neat.
it's awesome to be a part of.
And Ashley Birch, who is in School of Thrones and Muzzled with me, is one of the other lead girls in it.
Yes.
So
I didn't even
rad.
put that together.
I only did because I saw somebody making fan art of you, and then I, like, looked at her Instagram, and I was like, oh, Ashley's in that too.
That's so funny. I knew she did... she's on Adventure Time.
Yes.
But I did not realize, even though...
She does a lot of voice stuff.
Bad on me, because I saw Muzzled.
Oh,
I don't know how I didn't recognize her.
No, I mean, why, you know, with voice stuff, like, why would you?
Well, because, you know, I totally stalked everyone else.
Yeah.
So...
She's great. I really like her a lot. That's so awesome. I'm so jealous. I would love to do something like that.
I hope and, you know, wish to someday get to do something else and hope it's not my only thing I've ever do.
As far as voice stuff goes.
Yeah.
I would like to do more of that as well. There, I gave you a chain. They are very long. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting, this figuring out how the chain
Are we supposed
stuff
to
goes.
cut the chain with
I
one of the tools?
think we can, yes. I think we can make the chain. Good grief, look how long this baby is.
I'm still going.
So long. So yes, you can cut the chain. While we try and figure out how to do this stuff that I definitely don't know how to do, let's play a little game we always play here on Craftversations, except for last month when I forgot to play it. You can check out Twitter for Taylor's answers to the question. Wow. Needle nose pliers, round nose pliers, and side cutters.
There's stuff on the back that might be useful.
Oh, great. Yes. This tells us what to do. So, we are going to play a game called Hanky Panky Marry or Kill.
Ooh.
I was trying to think about who we might do with you today. And since we recently were at GeekyCon and visited the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
We did do that.
I thought maybe we should do Harry Potter, fellas.
I'm always down.
Does that sound alright? Great. Okay, so who...
Do some magic in my life.
Well, let's include Harry.
Alright.
Let's include Neville.
Okay.
Who do I want to be the third? I want like a random like outlier. Seamus. Is that his name?
Yeah, Seamus Finnegan.
Yeah, Seamus Finnegan.
Harry, Neville, and
Seamus. Hanky panky, marry or kill.
I feel like I might upset people with my answer.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Who are you killing?
You know what? Honestly, okay, so I know I love Harry Potter. We know I love Harry Potter, but like, he kind of bothers me.
I don't think you're alone in that. I feel like you are not alone in that at all.
So, we know how things go down with him and Cho Chang, so not well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kill Harry.
Whoa.
It's not like he'll actually die. It's cool.
You're right. That would probably not happen.
I'm killing Harry Potter.
Wow.
I'm really sorry. Because you know what? As lame as he is, Seamus Finnegan might be a good hanky-panky.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
He's, on the wild side.
Yeah, sure.
He's a little weird.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
trying to gauge how long
right?
I want this necklace to be.
So then I guess it'd be, I'm into dorky guys anyway, so it makes sense that I would marry Neville.
You'd marry Neville.
He's, he shapes up well, and if we're going based on the movies, he's definitely the hottest.
Yeah, right? That's like the best choice to turn us. Don't mind me while I'm trying to figure out.
I think what you're doing is intelligent.
Do I want it longer, though? Do I want it to be like
I'm probably going to make it a long one because I need more long necklaces. I just tied my chain in a knot.
Oops.
Okay. I just got so nervous, choosing Harry Potter men.
I understand. It's very intense.
So
great answers. Thank you, Daye.
Oh, God. I've ruined everything.
And Daye just plays with the chain for the rest of
never finishing this
the
craft.
interview. I hope to do more literary interpretations in the future.
I was so stoked. Because I also love Jane Austen, read it in high school, and it's just